Hello everyone, welcome to the Canadian Edge. Going to take a look at a knife today. I did an unboxing a couple weeks ago and I've carried this now for the last couple weeks and I gotta be honest, I really like it. I like it a lot. It's a nice knife, and for those of you who don't recognize it already, this is the Civivi Elementum. And this is probably one of Civivi's more popular knives, if not their most popular knife. It comes in a variety of styles. You can get this with different handles, the G10, carbon fiber, brass, copper, wood, micarta, and they've just come out not too long ago with the button lock. Instead of a flipper opening, it has the button which locks it, and you also push the button to flip it open. And yeah, there's a bunch of different styles of them. I got Damascus out there and all kinds of different styles. I just went with the basic original style Elementum, and we're going to take a look. So this has a blade length of 2.96 inches. Open at 6.99 inches. Closed it is 4.3 inches, 03. The steel on this one is D2 black stonewash. You can also get the versions now with the S35VN steel on. And the weight of this is 2.89 ounces. The handle is the G10. And the pocket clip is a stainless steel, right hand tip up deep carry. Sorry lefties, you can't flip it over to the other side unless you're very creative and can make it to fit. But it is designed for the right hand tip up deep carry. And it also has the liner lock on it. And it is a flipper opening, as I mentioned a few minutes ago. So you've got the flipper tab, which also has a bit of jimping on it just to give you some grip. And for those of you who do like your lanyards, you have a lanyard hole at the back that you can put a lanyard on, attach. And the back of the blade does have some jimping on there, and I am a fan of jimping. And another nice little thing, it has kind of a small choil there that you can see, and you can put your finger up there. You want to be careful because you are close to the edge, but it's designed in such a way that you could put your finger there and it gives you a different purchase on the knife, depending on what you're doing. So, and it also makes it easier for sharpening to have that choil there. So as I was saying, this is the original design of the Elementum. It is a basic, simple, no frills design. There's nothing outstanding on the design itself. But, oh, I forgot to mention, it does have the skeletonized stainless steel liners as well. You might be able to see that if I get my camera angle right. Yeah, you can see them just there. And so yeah, it's a basic design on this. And I have to be honest, I've heard some other guys mention this in their reviews, and I gotta say, I think this is the EDC pocket knife that is a fit for all people. I really like the design of this knife. It's, as I say, it's basic, but it fits the hand well. The only people that might well, a lot of people might disagree with me, but somebody with a large hand might say, you know what, I need a larger handle on that, because I have a medium-sized hand and it fits fits my hand pretty decently. But somebody with a larger hand would say, well, I might need a larger handle. But what I really like about this is that it's basic, it's good looking. I like the aesthetics of it. But it's also big enough that you can do almost any job with it. But it's small enough that it's not a big bulky knife and it's also something that you could, you know, if you pull this out in the office to open up a package or a letter, people aren't going to run screaming thinking that you're some kind of slasher or something because you got this big monster knife. You could pull this out at dinner, you know, if you're out in a restaurant and trim a thread off your shirt or something like that, or, you know, or somebody hands you a letter, you could open it and stuff. And again, you're not sending people screaming because it's a big scary knife. I think it's just my personal opinion that this is probably one of the best designs I've seen in a pocket knife. For me, it just fits the bill. I really like it. The ergonomics on it are good, as I said. The aesthetics are good, as I said. I like the look of it. It's simple, but it works. The ergonomics are good. You can get the different grips on it. The jimping is really nice. For me, it's just coarse enough that you get a good grip with it, but not too coarse that you're, you know, bleeding from your thumb, which I'm bleeding from my thumb because I went and popped this thing open and put it into my thumb just before we started the video. And probably my favorite thing about Civivi knives so far, I've only dealt with 3 of them, and you can watch the other videos of the Backlash and the Praxis. But the action on them out of the box, it's so smooth. Most knives, I have to apply a bit of lubricant just to get the pivot action loosened up. With Civivi, right out of the box, it's smooth. As I've said with the other knives, it almost glides open. I don't know how they do it, but they make great budget knives and probably the best pivots, at least in my experience. I don't go buy, you know, $500 knives and see what they're offering. But and no offense to the people who do buy the $500 knives, great, good on you. But for the price that I'm willing to pay for a knife, you know, mostly under $100 for the most part, these things have fantastic pivots. I just so like the pivots on them. They're so smooth and simple and work great. So, and it's a nice size for in the pocket. It doesn't take up a lot of room in your pocket. There's enough of a little bit of a curve on the handle here that when you reach into your pocket, your hand just kind of slides down, and the flipper tab isn't that big that it, you know, is annoying or anything in your pocket. They fit well in your pocket, and I don't really have any complaint. The pocket clip is good. They've made the screws flush. It, as I say, is smooth opening. It lines up down the middle here, and you don't get, there's no blade play up or down, side to side. Like, they're just a well-built knife. Civivi, I'm impressed. I hope that the knives have endurance in them and last for a long time. Time will tell as I carry these, because this is definitely going to be one of my more popular EDCs, at least for the moment. And yeah, I just really like them. I don't, there's nothing about them I can complain about, except maybe if you want to make a nicer pivot gap on the side. That's about the only thing I can say. The G10 has good texturing, so you get good grip on the handle, and again with the jimping, like it's just it works. The design works. Size wise, try that again. Better practice with the flipping. There's the Spyderco Tenacious. So you can see it is a bit smaller than the Tenacious. Tenacious has a little bit of length on it. And the Ontario Rat 2. A little bit of handle length on the Rat 2. Otherwise, they're pretty much the same size. The blade sizes are pretty darn close. You could basically say that's a 3-inch blade, 2.96 inches. I think some of the sellers online just say it's a 3-inch blade. So you can see it's a decent size knife, and as I say, it's great for like ladies would like this because it's not a big bulky knife. Lots of guys would like it because it's a very practical knife. And it's not as sharp as some of the knives that I've used. It seems like it could be slightly sharper, although it does draw blood if you cut yourself. Try the old zip tie and see how it does. Yeah, see it. Whoops, there goes the knife. Sorry about that, little spazzy. It didn't go through that zip tie very easily, so one little complaint. Although it went through that cord quite easy, and through that cord fairly easy. So it could be slightly sharper. That would be my only complaint so far. But it is sharp enough that you can do things, because I've opened packages with this, and if you watched, I opened up the SOG knife package with that. You can also watch that video. So that is the Civivi Elementum. Again, in my opinion, probably one of the best all-around EDCs, although you know, some people might disagree with me, but for me, it's definitely one that I'm going to carry a lot, and have enjoyed carrying the last couple weeks, and enjoyed using it for different projects. So Civivi Elementum, check them out. They are available at pretty much any knife shop that sells sporting knives. You can find them almost anywhere. So check them out. They are a good knife. All right, that is it for this video. Hit the subscribe, hit the like, leave a comment. I'll be doing another review here in a few days. So until then, you stay safe and stay sharp.